Hello, my most beautiful besties in the entire world. You guys are looking extra special, extra beautiful today. So for today's video, I figured we'd start off the new year. New year, new me. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just a new year. But I figured we'd start off this new year by doing a full face of this year's Pantone color of the year. I did this last year where it was like a peach inspired Pantone color of the year, and now this is going to be the mocha mousse color of the year. So it's going to be a nice, beautiful, like chocolatey brown color of 2025. So let's do a full face of it. So with that said, besties, grab a snack, grab a drink, because you guys are looking extra, extra scrumptious today. Okay, so obviously we started off zoomed in because I like starting off my videos zoomed in. If you guys still see my Christmas decor up, well, that's because technically, it's the, what day is it? It's the 29th. It's the 29th. So by the time you guys are seeing this, Happy New Year! Oh my God, Happy New Year! Woo, woo, woo! I am pre-filming this because I work a lot this week at Disney, so I need to pre-film as much content as possible. So like I said, I did this video last year. I had a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of people loved the idea, but a lot of people also didn't because like peach isn't for everybody. I love a good peach color, but when I saw they were doing a mocha mousse, I was like, okay, now this is going to be the absolute perfect color for everybody out there. So we're going to start off with their eyes. I'm going to try to be as like precise to the color as possible. I cannot guarantee it, but we're going to try to get as close to it as possible. So for the eyes, I am going to go ahead and start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Spice palette. I was originally going to use the Makeup by Mario like Master Mattes palette, but I decided to go ahead and use this because there are going to be some beautiful like moussey shades in here, and I just figured this would be a great way for me to try out this palette since I have it and I've not used it yet. Why not try it in today's video? Also, I have this candle. It's a woodwick candle, and my God, it's so loud. It's so loud behind me. Normally I don't mind the sound of woodwick, but I feel like this is all you're gonna hear. So I'm gonna move it off my desk for a second so it's not the most annoying thing so that way it's not so loud in your ear and in mine. I love a good woodwick candle because I love the little fire crackling, but this one's a little extra today. Like you can even see the flame. It's a little extra, right? Yeah, but a little ASMR moment for those who love ASMR, aka me. We're going to do something kind of very, very, very basic because this is all about the year of the mocha mousse. So just being that nice matte brown. I might add some shimmer to the lid because you guys know me. You know me. I will try to be as close to it as possible, but honestly, I cannot guarantee that at all. So I'm just going to lay this down. So anyway, I hope you guys have had a good week. I had to work a lot. Right now, Disney is jam-packed because so many people are here for the holidays, obviously. And let me tell you, people are gross. People are gross. The amount of people, and that gets me freaking out that I've seen throwing up this week walking to and from our work. I'm like, oh my God, it's gross. And they're not even kids doing it. That's the worst part. It's not even a child doing it. It's a grown ass adult. And I'm just like, my God. My luck, like literally. So I work inside one of the theme parks, and where I had to go, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. We're gonna lay this down all over the lid. You guys know I love a good matte with sparkle in it, and I did lay down my Sigma eye base right here. This is in the shade Ignite. But I literally walk inside the park. So whenever you work inside the park, you have to go through security gates, you know, as a cast member, and we kind of get to have access backstage. Well, where I'm at, there's kind of a mix of both backstage and onstage, where onstage just means I'm guest facing. And there was a mother and her child, aka like her like 16-year-old, right at the cast member entrance, and she was getting sick. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Luckily, I came in at the point where she had been over it, you know what I mean? But I'm like, come on. Now, granted, they were trying to be like away and to be discreet, but they were right at the cast member entrance, and I literally just sat. I literally walked by and I was just like, this is not what I want to see at 8 a.m. in the morning. So gross. I know it's like not her fault, but I was just like, this is not what I want to see first thing in the morning. But let me tell you, guests this year have been on a whole new level. The amount of entitlement that come out of some of these guests really should shock me, but it doesn't. It doesn't shock me, but you think it would. It does not. It just literally makes me go, Now, it doesn't faze me because I can deal with unruly guests. I don't know. There's something about my personality that I can just take it, because I know ultimately at the end of the day, it's not a reflection on me. It's kind of more like a reflection on them and how they are as a person and how they just feel like they can just talk down to people. It's just beyond me. But then the second they get what they want, then they're all rainbows and sunshine. Like, I'm just like, where was this 5 minutes ago when you were screaming at the top of your head because you didn't get what you wanted? It just truly amazes me, like during Christmas time, how absolutely nasty people get. And I, like I said, I don't have to deal with the brunt of it, but I have had to deal with some unruly guests, just because it's just part of my job. But it's just insane to me how some of these people think that they can just treat people and treat cast members. It's just so sad to see. Like, there's this video that I saw over on TikTok where on Christmas Day, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, I wouldn't necessarily say that broke down, but it's like a log flume where at the end of the ride, after you see like Jack Sparrow, all the boats kind of like line up. They're lining up, they're waiting to get pulled on the conveyor belt so the cast member can let people off. Well, it was like a backup, and this dad was freaking out, stood up, was trying to get off the ride, even though he was at a spot that was not designated to get off at, screaming at the screaming at the cast member, with his daughter in his arms. I'm like, you're setting a great example for her, sir. Like, it's just so sad to see how people treat cast members, which, by the way, most cast members, especially in that position that work at attraction, get an hourly pay, and they get usually minimum hourly pay. So they didn't get paid enough to deal with that type of bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, they really don't. And it's just, I sympathize with those people that do work right attraction, because I know it's not an easy job. And I know that they get yelled at like there's no tomorrow, especially at Magic Kingdom. Oh God, I'm very grateful that I do not work at Magic Kingdom. I don't think I could personally handle it. I think I would just become an alcoholic. I'm going to go into this shade right here to help to blend that out. I'm going to go into this shade right here to help to blend it out. But it's just so crazy to me that people, and I guess I shouldn't be shocked because I saw this as a server, but you'd be surprised how often people come during this time of year at Disney, and then they get so flabbergasted that Disney has a long wait. It's super busy. I'm like, well, yeah, you and every other person decided to come here. What did you think? Like, everybody comes to Disney right after Christmas. It's like dead right before it. And then right after Christmas, everybody comes here. And then they get so shocked when they find out that Disney's packed. I'm like, do you not do your research beforehand? I never understand. Okay, so I could just leave it alone and do a plain brown matte sparkle, but like I kind of want to like add a shimmer to it, so I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I know we're supposed to do Mocha Madness, supposed to do like an all brown look, but come on, that's gorgeous. I feel like it'd be really pretty on top of this. Let me just kind of tap that in. Kind of has a green shift to it. Okay, what if I actually switch it up and add this shade instead and just kind of blend with that. So that shimmer doesn't really stay on the second you start to mix shadow with it. It does kind of come off. That's good to know, actually. I could kind of leave it light like this, or I could add something else. It's very pretty. It's kind of light and subtle, so it's not too overpowering on the lid, which is kind of nice. So it just adds like a soft shimmer to the lid. We'll keep us in that mocha theme. So maybe I will just leave it like this and just throw in some black eyeliner and throw on some nice lashes. But I feel like I could leave it nice and subtle like this. I feel like this could work. Let me try it. Let me try it. And then if I don't like it, we can always add like more shimmer later on. Let me quickly do the other eye off camera. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now the eyes are done. We're gonna move on to the face. So I tried to pick all like brown makeup products, so I'm gonna do my best to try to hit this theme as best as possible. But we're gonna go in for primer. We're gonna go into the Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This is absolutely fantastic if you have really oily skin. Plus it does have a nice little chocolate color to it, so I figured we can use this as a primer today. I'm trying to, like I said, only to use products that are moussey, chocolatey theme. So we're going to take this and we're just going to go ahead and set this into my problem area. Now this is more of a serum than it is a primer, but to be honest, I don't really have an all brown primer unless I use my Milk Makeup. I guess I could use that actually. I will. Actually, will use that, but I'm going to set my face with the water primer first. And then I'm going to go into my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. This is a glowing primer. Kind of contradicting myself by using a water powder like mattifying serum. But I'm going to go into a glow primer. But you know what? We got to make this work. So we're going to go into this. Nice and glowy. And it does have a nice little stickiness to it. So it'll make my makeup really nice and tacky. It'll give me a soft, subtle glow. Like about also doing these type of videos is that it's allowing me to shop my stash. I haven't done a shop my stash video in so long. I kind of miss doing it. I miss doing it live. I used to go live one Friday of the month, and I would sit there and go live with you guys. We would shoot the shit, and you guys would pick my makeup. I kind of want to bring that series back. It's been a long time, but I'd really like to bring that series back. I'd also like to bring back video game content because I really love playing video games, but we will see if I'm able to do that. It's a little bit harder now that I have a job, but we're gonna make the best do. So moving on to foundation, the only like all brown foundation I have is gonna be the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I do have the shade 3C1 Dusk. The only thing I don't have is a little pumper. I don't have a foundation pump, which I'm mad about that, but you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna just dump some on the hand because that's literally all I can do. Because like I said, I threw away my pumper. Like I think it was like 2 years ago, I did a declutter and I had this pumper I had this like pump. I had the pumper for this, and for some reason, my smart ass was like, let me just throw this away because I'm never going to need it. This is such a beautiful foundation. I don't wear this foundation all the time because it is a more expensive foundation, and I don't want to wear the most expensive foundations like to work and stuff like that. But if I have like a special event, or if I'm going somewhere and I want my makeup to last for a long time, if I'm not wearing my Revlon foundation, I will pull this one out because I know this is going to keep me nice and mattified as long and best as possible. Up next for bronzer, we're going to go into my favorite bronzers of the entire year, and that is the Too Faced. This is going to be the Sculpting and Bronzing Stick. It smells like Tootsie Roll, but let me tell you, this is one of the best contour bronzing sticks I have come across. I absolutely love this particular bronzer stick, and I would definitely get a new one as soon as I run out of this. I have talked about this nonstop all year round. It is so freaking good. And it smells like Tootsie Roll. Now, I'm not a big fan of Tootsie Roll, but let me tell you, that particular bronzer, it just like literally melts into the skin. I love it so damn much. It's so good. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna blend this out. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have a brown blush or like a brown like even like packaging for blush. So I'm not gonna use the liquid blush today, but I'm gonna go with my concealer, which will be the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer, because this is the closest thing I have to like having like an almost all brown concealer, like packaging wise. I do like this concealer. It does get a little creasy under the lid, even though it says it's not going to. I think my favorite though of the year is the ABH. I really fell in love with that one, and it's not even like it's a new concealer, but it's new to me. I tried it out recently this year when I did the Sephora sale. I always saw people talk about it, said how good it was, and I was like, okay, well let me try this out myself, and I absolutely fell in love with this. And I was like, dang, I've been sitting on this for so long, and it actually turned out to be a fantastic full coverage concealer. I realized about myself, I really do love full coverage makeup. I am so over the whole skincare inside makeup. I want to bring back like full coverage makeup, just that's makeup that doesn't need to have skincare in it, because I'm already doing my own skincare, and sometimes I feel like anything with skincare just, I don't know, I feel like it's too much. I feel like we're putting on too much skincare at that point, and I would just wish that brands would kind of pull back and we see less skincare inside makeup. That'd be so nice. Okay, so for setting powder, I'm gonna go into these two setting powders right here because they're the only ones that have like brown packaging. That's the YLS and the Hourglass. I'm going to mix these two together. The YLS is a resilient translucent setting powder, and this is going to be the translucent veil setting powder. I've tried both. Both do not really work for my oily skin. I do find myself getting pretty oily when wearing this, but hopefully my base will hold up nicely, but we shall see. I'm just going to kind of mix the two together to see if I can get this to work. I forgot how I came across the Hourglass I got in a Sephora favorites. I'm just gonna mix the two together. I'm gonna start off by going underneath my eye area so I can make sure I can go ahead and set that concealer. Tap off the extra. I'm just gonna put this all over the face. Now I am the type of person that I set my entire face because I have to, because I get so oily. So I have to set the whole face, but let me know down below, what are your guys' goals for 2025? I think this is the first year that I did not set any goals for myself. I think the only thing I want to see for myself in 2025 is I just want to be happy. Like, generally, I just want to be happy. I want to be mentally, physically, and emotionally healthy. That is like a huge goal of mine. I would like to be in a better place financially, where I am not wondering if my YouTube video does horrible, how am I going to pay my bills this month? I mean, like I said, I do have my job, but my job doesn't pay nearly as much as my YouTube. My job doesn't pay nearly as much as like YouTube does. I still make more money on YouTube, but it helps to supplement all the smaller bills in between, allow me to get groceries, gas, electric bill, you know, insurance. It allows me to do like some of those things, which I am very, very grateful for. I just wish I could be back to being a full-time content creator. That would be a huge, huge, huge goal of mine. That is something that I'm striving for, but right now it is holding on nicely. It's helping me get by, but I would like to go back to following my dream by being a full-time content creator. I miss being a full-time content creator because there's been times where I've just been not be able to make any content or not be able to film as much makeup stuff as I wanted to because I have another job, and it doesn't always make it easy for me, but I wish I could get back into it wholeheartedly. I miss it so much. But yeah, I think that would be my goal this year, is just to be mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy, like my healthiest. Go back to like being generally really happy, doing what I like to do, and hopefully being able to be back to become a full-time content creator would be an absolute dream of mine. So that would be my goals, but we'll see. Continue to try to save money or pay off debt so that Corey and I could eventually have a dream of becoming a homeowner. We'd love to become a homeowner. That would be fantastic. But I feel like right now this market, it's gonna be a long time, but here's hoping. Let me know down below, what are your guys' goals this year for 2025? I'm not trying to put, like I said, a lot of expectation on myself, because if I don't meet those goals, I'm not gonna be disappointed. But that's like what I would like to do, is just to hit those small things that I think I could hopefully achieve, at least the mentally, emotionally, and physically being back to my healthiest. I feel like that's more achievable, and finding my happiness, and then hopefully being more financially stable would be really, really nice as well, and being less and consuming less this year. I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer right here. This is the shade called Vitamin D. It's one of the pressed bronzers. It's brown packaging, but I would like to be more financially stable this year if possible. I'd like to read more. That would be great. I'd love to implement more of my hobbies back on my channel, like reading back onto my channel. I started to do that last year, but then it kind of fell off, but I would really like to implement that more. Maybe live stream some more video games. The only thing with like live streaming video games is that I generally enjoy that time for myself. So I don't know, like if I live stream myself playing Fortnite, because that's like a passion that me, Corey, Paige, and Jarvis have. We always play that together. And sometimes I'll play or I'll play with like Betty Jean's husband Zane, or we'll play with our friend Caleb and our friend Austin and stuff like that. Like I would love to like implement some more video games. May not necessarily be Fortnite, because like again, that's something that I'm just generally like really passionate about, and that's like my kind of escape. So I don't know if I would play that as much as I would like other games, but I'd like to implement more video games on my channel, more reading content on my channel, and like kind of switch things up a little bit where I'm not just stagnant doing makeup the whole time, because I feel like you guys are kind of bored of makeup. I will always do makeup, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you guys also want to see a change up as well, because I feel like this year, there's so much consumerism. I'm going to go in the shade called Risky Raisin. This is like the closest to like a brown blush that I have. But I feel like so many of you guys are like over all the amount of makeup purchases as well. Like the overconsumption is absolutely insane, and I was definitely part of the problem. I'd like to find, if I can, more alternative dupes and not feel like I have to buy every single launch, because I don't need every single launch. I truly don't, but for some reason I feel like I do, when in reality I don't. And I feel like I'd be so much better off finding alternative dupes to some products that will be launching this year. And I feel like it'd be more wallet friendly for myself, and just, I don't know, would cause me to buy less, which is what I want. I want to buy less and spend less, because I decluttered so much makeup products this year that I'm just like, this is not good. Like, I mean, granted, it's my job, but I just feel like I didn't need to have that much makeup. And I do give back all the time. You guys would be surprised how much makeup I actually send out on a monthly basis to like my Patreon members and stuff. Like I give back makeup all the time, because I just in reality do not need this much makeup. It's cool. I like getting it. I like getting PR, but like I'd be happy if they just send me like one or two things and not the entire range. That'd be kind of nice. So for highlighter, we're going to go into the Glam Light highlight. We're going to go into a mix of like these two shades right here. I feel like this would be a perfect highlight for this type of video. We're going to take this, we're going to put this right here. Oh my God, that is gorgeous, right? Beautiful. Kind of just mixing the two together. Okay, that is so pretty. So to finish off the under eye, I'm going to go back into this palette. I'm just going to take this shade right here just to kind of blend underneath my waterline right here. And then we're going to throw on just some black mascara and some black liner. I will say this is a pretty palette. There's so much kick up in the pan and there's definitely a lot of fallout on the face. So this is one of those palettes I definitely would recommend using first because there is a lot of fallout with it. But it is really pretty. And when it comes to shimmers, I think next time I use this palette, I think if I want to have a more defined shimmer look, I think I'll use glitter glue because the shimmers do come off rather easily. But I feel like with this particular look, it looks nice, like just very soft and subtle. Okay, so now the eyes are done. I think we're gonna leave it just like that. I feel like it's really pretty, very simple. Doesn't require too much work to it. I don't think I need to do like an inner corner or a brow bone highlight because I feel like it's just perfect the way that it is. Almost matte-like, but it's not fully matte. So I feel like it's definitely fitting like the vibe of what we're going for. So for the lips, we're going to go into the Makeup Forever. This is going to be in the shade called Anywhere Caffeine. We're going to take this and we're going to line our lips with this. It's a beautiful brown lip liner. I will say that is one thing I want to do this year is I do want to try more makeup brands without overdoing it. I'd like to try a few more makeup brands, like getting more into like Makeup Forever instead of just being stuck on my ways and only trying like one or two brands, like lip liner products, like actually trying other things. I've really fallen in love with how nice their lip liners are and it makes me want to try more stuff from the brand. Okay, so for lipstick, we're going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is going to be in the shade called Cool Brown. We're going to use this as our lipstick today, or our Velvet Liquid Lip. This is so pretty, so long lasting. I absolutely love this. Okay guys, and there we have it. I thought about adding a gloss to it. This is my gloss with Over Cosmetics. This is in the shade called Koa. This is one of my favorite lip glosses from the brand. I'm very proud of this. But I kind of like the matte feel, so I think we're going to stick with the matte. I will say, if you guys did not know, Ofra is actually discontinuing my collection with them. Not because of anything, it's just because they're no longer making the ingredients with my palette. So if you guys want to get your hands on falling in love with me, Allie Dawson, go ahead and grab it before it's too late because it is being discontinued along with a few other products. But my lip gloss and my liquid lip are here to stay. It's just the palette is being discontinued. So let me get you guys zoomed on now and we'll wrap up this video. All right, guys, and here we have it. This is a full face of this year's Pantone color of the year. I really love how this came out. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna really speak on the products because I only tried one new product, and that's just the Spice palette right here. And I already told you guys it's really nice. It's just that there's a lot of fallout in the palette. You definitely need glitter glue for the shimmer, but I just want to do a full face of this year's Pantone color of the year. I loved doing the peach one last year, so I thought it would be really cool to do the mocha mousse this year, and I think I did a really good job. So I'll make sure I link all the products that I use down below. But if you guys want to do this, please tag me in it. I want to see your looks recreating this year's mocha mousse, this year's Pantone color of the year. So with that said, here's to 2025. Hopefully this year is so much better than 2024 was. I could really use that. Like I said, let me know down below what your goals are this year. I said mine, and they're not too unrealistic. They're very minimalistic this year compared to previous years, but they're just kind of something that I am striving for. With that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures with my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.